like on early Earth, and let's get an experiment going and see if we can generate the materials of life. Okay, so what they did, they got this flask and they put water, methane, ammonia, and hydrogen in it. So it's half, they have water thing, that's your ocean, that's your primordial ocean, and this is your primordial atmosphere. This is what they thought the atmosphere was made out of, right that, okay? Again, the key macromolecules we're interested in here are methane and ammonia, because they've got all the stuff that we're made of. What are we made of? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Those 5 elements make 96% of all life. Now, they need the other ones too, but very small amounts. And most of that whole periodic table, I mean, let's face it, folks, we're not using it. It's not going around in my bloodstream right now, right? I don't depend, as far as I know, on rhenium or osmium in order to live, but I sure as hell do need my iron and my carbon and my hydrogen and all that stuff. So anyway, this is what they put together. And this is the atmosphere, this is the ocean, they put electricity through it for 7 days. Then they stopped it. After 1 day, there was a pink slime on the inside of the glass. After 7 days, that pink slime had become a thick purple goop. With the technology of the time, they then analyzed the goop. And what did they find? They found 5 amino acids, the monomers that make up proteins. Yes, just by doing nothing else other than putting those things, those compounds, in that mixture and hitting it with electricity, nature just cranked out the amino acids. That was a real mind blower. Changed the world. All of a sudden we thought, 4 billion years ago when life got started, you didn't need to have any agent there, either a god or a man or a person in a white coat. It would have done all by itself. Now that idea, and Harley and I were talking about standing in the shoulders of giants earlier, that idea was not the original idea of Harold Urey or Miller. It had in fact been proposed by another guy, a Russian, in 1922, and then by a British guy named Haldane in 1928. So again, these guys were standing on the shoulders of giants. They were using what had already been learned or hypothesized or imagined, and they were working with it. And then other people have been working with what they did ever since. Anyway, this was big, this was huge. So there have been millions of, well, not millions, but literally thousands of experiments since then addressing the same idea. This is the primordial soup idea. This is the idea that on early Earth, which was an extremely violent place, everything was exaggerated. We're going to talk about that right now. But early Earth was a violent place, but it had to be a violent place and a really different place from now if it was going to engender life. You couldn't get life going in the Earth as it is now. It's just too tame. This is the calmest and the tamest and the nicest Earth has ever been. Earth is behaving better now than it ever has in its past, because I know it's passed pretty well by now, and it behaved very badly at other times in the past. This is the safest and nicest time to be living on Earth right now. We don't even have any giant animals that can devour us well, grizzlies, but you know, compared with a T-Rex, I guess we got nothing to complain about.
Do you want to have a break?
Yeah, what time?
You're 50 minutes in.
Okay, well, we could have a break.
Do you
Sure,
want to
it'd probably be a good time for a break. It's 5 to 7. Take 5 or a few minutes and come back, and because I've only got till 7:30. So yeah, okay. Take a break. Do a push-up. I don't know.
What year was that?
What year?
Messing with the soup, the primordial soup.
Okay,
Because I learned about that in grade 9 in a chemistry class.